That was a beautiful comedy skit there. Wow, wow. I hope you were laughing the way I was. And guess what? We have MC Big Laugh in the house. He is Emmanuel Steven, aka MC Big Laugh, and he's a stand-up comedian. Please join me as I welcome MC Big Laugh.
All right, let me clap for myself.
Oh, I joined to clap for you
Thank
too.
you very
Well
much.
done, well done. Wow.
That
Thank you
was,
so much for joining us.
thank you
Wow,
very
that's
much. My
beautiful.
pleasure, man.
That's beautiful. Now let's start by letting everyone, me and then those watching, how did you start? When did you discover that you have flair for comedy?
It started when I was a child. Growing up, most of my friends, instead of calling me my name, they would just call me Mumu
Ah, Mumu,
because they would just
MUMU.
yeah because they would just laugh, and
Okay.
most times when my sisters are sad, they would just like call me on the phone. Please just make me laugh. And from there, I'll just
Wow.
bring up a discussion there. And I was start making them laugh.
Wow.
So actually, my target was to become an actor,
Mm.
acting like from taking because my mentor in acting is Mr. Ibu, Charles, and so on because I like their pattern of
Yes.
acting. So growing up and following their pattern, actually, I was growing up with my own pattern, making people laugh my own way. Not after when I traveled to Lagos and I decided to give it a try to see if what people are really say that because I already know I'm funny, but can I do this to
And
crowd?
Lagos is a big
Yeah,
market for comedians.
exactly. Can I
Yes.
face the crowd to make them laugh? Is that
Mm.
possible? The first day I went was very discouraging because nobody laughed to my jokes
Wow.
because I noticed
But
there
how does
was
it feel like?
Ah, I felt very bad. I said I won't try it again. I said I won't try it again, but man, there's something keep pushing me, guy. This is what you're born to do.
Mm.
Just plan yourself very well,
So
and
those were like the days of little beginnings
yes,
when you were still
exactly.
struggling, to
Yes,
find your balance in the industry.
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I encouraged myself. I decided to step out. I met few comedians, and I noticed there is a way they perform on stage
Mm.
quite different. I rushed myself while performing, and
Okay. So you
I
had to learn.
yeah, I had to settle down.
Wow.
So that was I started following some comedians to shows, watching them perform. I don't perform, I just go to watch and come back home. So from there I started adding more knowledge to the ones I have. So I discovered it's not just for you to be funny. It's about to have that confidence in stage,
Mm.
how to talk to the crowd, how to communicate with the crowd. That's what makes you a good stand-up comedian. If you can communicate with your crowd, don't just come and start cracking jokes.
Okay.
So the journey started from
Okay.
Benue State to Lagos,
So
Lagos
where are
now.
you from?
I'm Idoma by tribe,
Oh,
Benue
okay.
State.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that was how I came
Okay.
back.
So let's look at your style. What sets you apart? We have a lot of comedians. We
Mm,
have the likes of AY. We have Agodayo, Agosevu. Name them. There are too
yeah, no, there
many.
are so many
Akpo. And
comedians.
what's the other one?
Apororo,
Akororo and all the
Destoka,
honestly,
Basket
honestly.
Mouth,
So,
Bovey.
what would you say is your style that has set you apart from others?
My style that has really sets me apart from others is that everybody act on stage. So I won't say that is different, but
Mm.
I do more acting on stage. And I also
Mm.
try as much as possible to, when I'm acting on stage,
Mm.
I use a different pattern, not the same pattern with other comedians.
Okay.
And also I try to crack my own jokes.
Mm.
Crack my own jokes, sit down at home before going to show. I'll just sit down and okay, I'm going, okay, this is a joke I'll crack and like that. And when somebody's watching your comedy performance and they'll be like, I've listened to these jokes before. Normally they'll still laugh to your joke.
So your
But for the
jokes
fact,
must be original.
yes, for
Hmm.
the fact they listened to it before, that doesn't give you a plus. You're
Okay.
still where you are because it's
Mm.
someone's joke. So I try as much as possible to crack my own jokes.
Mm.
Yeah,
So there's originality.
exactly.
That's what you're saying. Okay, has there ever been a point where you came out, as a stand-up comedian, you cracked your joke and nobody laughed? And like you heard people, people will always make side talk, especially when they
Um,
paid you, and they're
that's
like, I bet what is he doing there? Tell him to leave the stage. Has it ever happened to you?
Every comedian has passed through that stage. If there's a comedian that said he hasn't passed through that stage, I don't think that's true. Every comedian, this particular part, a time will come when you be performing and people I have performed that way and people are shouting, the crowd are shouting, I beg, play music, play music, play music. And I'll be like, wow, these people, they tried to make my career better. And, many
Honestly.
people, they are not, like, not everybody that is in the comedy place settings are ready for comedy. Most of them, they just want to come and chill and
Yes.
dance. So sometimes the crowd will be like, I beg, play music, Joe, play music. At that particular point, you're already breaking down as a comedian because you'll be like, what should I do? So sometimes we just let DJ play some music. When DJ play, then we'll get back again to start performing. But I've faced that part in my career.
We've had, I've seen where or heard a comedian use some raw words,
Mm.
vulgar language, you understand?
Yeah.
And, like, because okay, there was this situation where we have elderly people. The occasion is for the elderly. And you just see this young stand-up comedian come there and start using insultive words. And they're like, don't you have respect for your elders? That kind of a thing.
Mm.
So how has it been for I know you have to train, like every occasion you go to, you always look out for the kind of audience you have so that you mind what you say to them.
Yes,
So
exactly.
when you have the elderly, what do you do?
You're right about what you said. That's why I said, as a comedian, you need to learn how to work with your crowd.
Okay.
You get at a point you might crack a joke and throw an insultive words,
Mhm.
and you discover that everybody laughed to your jokes. And now most people have to know that you're a comedian. So when you throw insults, you're only cracking jokes to make people laugh. And but sometimes people don't like it. So before you do that, you look at your crowd. The first communication, second communication, then you know the next joke to crack.
Okay.
Most times,
So you can actually change your
yes,
style immediately. Maybe you have
yes,
prepared one joke,
yeah,
and then maybe three jokes, and then you gave them one, and you notice their reaction. Second one, by the time you're going to the third one, you just change style. Is that not so?
yeah. There's a comedian I watch. He threw insult to a lady,
Okay.
and that was a joke, and everybody laughed, but she was not laughing. So, but she was not laughing. So at that particular point, the lady got angry, and her husband started begging her.
Wow.
And the place had to sack. They had to sack the comedian from
Wow.
working.
So
So
sorry to interrupt. Let's look at your journey.
okay,
Journey, how has it been?
I would just say I've just started.
Briefly, you've just started.
Yeah, because I've started a long time ago, but starting at that particular time was building myself.
Okay.
So now I build up myself to hit
Okay.
the
So what
journey.
advice do you have for upcoming comedians or
Uh,
stand-up comedians,
upcoming
especially the upcoming ones? What
the upcoming
advice do you have for them?
comedians, the advice I have for them, they have to be very original. They have to be original because and they shouldn't give up. It's a journey. Life is a journey itself, but a career is a journey. There's something you're chasing. Most people get to that point, but they are still chasing. They didn't stop. So they shouldn't feel because this thing depression about some comedian is because people are already at the top. So how will those people come down for me to be at the top?
Wow.
They can never come down. You have to push.
You have to push. You have
Yes.
to push.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You heard it from him. You have to push. And then
Exactly.
at times you get disappointed, but you don't remain there.
No, no,
When
no.
you fall, what happens? You
You
get
rise
up,
again.
you dust yourself, and then you keep moving. So we want him to give us one of his jokes. I hope you
Okay.
make us laugh.
Okay. Now everybody's facing through many situations. So I hope I make you guys laugh. This is just um comedy now is better of understanding than cramming. So I went to church one day and it's just like a true life story though. So I discovered that in Nigeria now, in married houses, women be in charge of their husband. Husband don't be in charge of their wife anymore. So the situation got very worse, and it even came to the knowledge of the pastor. And pastor come announce one day for church, say, I've heard so many situations that Women are the one controlling their husband in their marriage houses, and which is not right. So if you know you are in this church, you are a man, you are the one controlling your wife. I want you to step out. But if it's your wife controlling you, step to the left side. So most people that their wife are controlling them, they step to the left side.
Wow.
So the pastor was almost shocked. He saw his assistant pastor going to this other side. That is to show that the wife is the one controlling him.
Controlling.
So just one man out of the congregation in the church stepped to the right hand side. And
Wow.
pastor was surprised. Young man, how come among all this church, not only you they control your wife, how you take go and tell the church, make them know? He said, no, don't be saying they really control your wife. Oh. He even sit down for back. He no one stand up. Now the wife send and say, me come stand for this side. So when in the church, the wife was controlling.
Wow, wow, wow. But honestly, we don't control our husbands.
And that's what we say. When we get to that bridge, you will know.
Oh, cross the bridge.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you need more jokes, I can say.
Okay. I hope you've been able to put smile on your face. You can see how I'm smiling and laughing. I hope you're doing so. Thank you so much. We've been speaking with Emmanuel Stephen, aka MC
Big
Big
Laugh.
Laugh. He's a stand-up comedian. Please, thank you so much. Thank